Welcome to the Fan Tank family. DraftKings, I'm on your neck. See, this is exactly why I made this channel. So I can go after the ones that talk crap about my team and yet disguise the title as if they praising them. I'm going at your neck right now. See, they about to call me. I'm about to be the Miami Dolphin YouTube street general. I'm about to clean these streets up. See, look at it. This hater under the skies. He mad. He defensive. Look at that defensive posture. Yeah, he don't really like the Dolphins. This is what you call a bandwagoner in disguise. He like the Dolphins when they doing good.
Or are you just excited because they punted 2 times in 3 games?
That was honestly, I was like, that can't be true. And then I looked it up. He's right. The Dolphins have punted twice in 3 games. My favorite part was honestly just him and Waddle and Tyreek Hill. It's the new big 3 down here, Dan. It is.
Okay, Mr. Dan Le Batard.
Can officially say it. It can be said they are the big 3. It's the first big 3 we've had here since LeBron.
In 10 years.
Wade. Yep.
Facts.
I don't think it can be said yet. It's exciting.
Oh, skeptical.
No, it's exciting, and I'm enjoying Tyreek Hill, or what I assume to be Tyreek Hill.
Watch the downplay.
And going for the fights of why is Keyshawn Johnson on television with Tyreek. Tyreek Hill put that on Twitter. Why is Keyshawn Johnson on television? Keyshawn Johnson has been...
What that got to do with you, Danny boy? What that got to do with you, Danny? Oh, that put that animosity in your heart. So now you don't even like the Dolphins like that. So watch how he downplay the success what the Dolphins doing right now.
Critical of Tua and is now, shaped and moved his opinion. But it's got to be, he's been healthy for 6 games. They've won all of them, but you're going to make them the big 3 based on 6 football games?
Nah, it's not the 6 games. This Tua's 3rd year in the league. Name another quarterback that came out in Tua's draft class that even had half the record that he had coming into the season. Let me Google this. I would do it right here in front of y'all. I'm about to Google what was Tua's record before 2022. Two 2021. No. Not the stats, just the games. Just the games. So he played 13, 2001. He played 10. 2020 and 8 so far this year. Now, what was the win-loss record? Man. Anyways, if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure it was something like 17-8 coming into the season. That's with the wins, the losses, Brian Flores, a weak offense, no line, etc. Tua made it work.
I'm half kidding, but it is interesting.
But in Miami, though.
But I think the real conversation to have here is: are there now expectations for this Dolphins team?
There's been expectations ever since the beginning of the season. See, that's what I'm saying. These dudes, they live in the la-la land. They ain't watching the film and seeing football for what it is. Look at these guys. They got comics and cartoons. That's what they really should be doing the podcast on. A bunch of clown shit. Leave the football to the people who sit there and watch the film at the very minimum and study the sport. God damn.
That scares me. I kind of want to just live in the space where people think this is just a fun thing, and because that once you start having expectations, Then all of a sudden, so you're saying if the Dolphins right now, are they?
Name a football team in the NFL right now that don't got expectations. Oh, wait. No, I won't. Even the Panthers, the Browns, even the bottom feeder teams have expectations. You gotta have expectations playing in the NFL, period. Or else you ain't gonna expect to get your job took.
At the point where if they make the playoffs but lose the first, like that is a bad season.
I mean, it sort of depends on what their first round opponent is. If we sort of go by,
It depends on the opponent. See, that's what I'm saying. They comparing it to some comic book shit. You know what I'm saying? They say, okay, well, it depends on if Superman is fighting Gohan or if Gohan is fighting Krillin. You know what I'm saying? No, it's any given Sunday. Any football team could lose to any football team on any given Sunday, depending on the scheme, etc. I'm not gonna spell it out for you. Come on, man.
Let's say they lose the division, end up in Tennessee, first playoff game.
I would be disappointed if they lost in Tennessee.
They lost to the Titans, yeah.
Just saying.
See, they sleep on the Titans, but the thing is, Titans got one of the best defenses in the NFL. You ask me. That's just if you ask me. That front seven ain't no joke. You ain't just gonna run the ball. And if you ain't gonna run the ball, guess what you gotta depend on? You gotta depend on the pass. And that's why I give the edge to the Dolphins. But you know what I'm saying? These people, they don't watch football. They don't watch football, man. I could tell it. Look at this dude. But I ain't gonna do it.
You know,
I ain't
going
gonna
on the
do
road.
it.
But
I started to welcome you into the kitchen and roast you. I ain't gonna do it though.
This is the fun year. You're right, Chris. This is the fun because next year, that's the bitch. Next year is when you get into this. Oh, they lost the first game. Oh, what's going on? What's wrong? And it ceases to be fun.
I want to just have this year of we're happy to be here.
Oh, but stop for a second. Let me stop you for just a second because the Cleveland Browns had what the Dolphins began this season of expectations with last year, and they crumbled under it. The Dolphins have overcome it. They were expected to do something. They were talked about as a national team, not a regional one, all offseason long. This has been the enjoyment of expectations. I would tell you that unemotionally, viewing it, I will say that if these guys can stay healthy and they lose early in the playoffs because football's random in a road game, I'm like, oh no, they found a quarterback. They're exciting. This is going to be good, and I'm good with however this season ends. If one of these guys gets hurt, if Tua gets hurt again and we're having enough...
See, that's the shit I can't... That's the shit I don't understand, man. It's always with Tua. Like, Tua's the only person in the league. I take that back. Like, Tua's the only quarterback in the league that came out of the game for that injury. I take that back. They say if he could stay healthy, they singling this man out every single chance they get. But at the same time, Tua took more precautions than anybody who suffered that injury before. But yet they're not dragging him through the media like that. And it's because Tua has put the fear into these men's heart. Because he done seen what they see what he can do. They don't want to admit it. They don't want to admit that the Dolphin offense just generate with a different kind of energy when Tua in there. That's not by coincidence. That's big ooze.
One of these conversations about should he be out there, that's my concern with this team. The fact that they've given me the hope.
Crazy thing is, Josh Allen just suffered an elbow injury. One that he had already suffered before. He didn't sit a game. And they lost. So I'm like, okay, Tua come back. He wins. Hasn't lost. But yet still being questioned about the injury that happened X amount of weeks ago. Come on, man. This is football. Injuries happen. You get paid. You get your butt back in there and you play when you can. Of course, take your health serious. And it's like, it's not only a slight at Tua, it's a slight at the whole Miami Dolphins organization to believe that they'll put their prize players into these positions to hurt themselves if they believe that there's still a possibility that they can suffer that injury again. But if you play football, you know it's always a possibility of getting injured. But what you can do is protect yourself. It's simple. But I could tell half these guys that be talking this crap probably never seen the field a day in their life.
Electricity makes this season a success no matter what happens from here. Now, I know a lot of people want Super Bowl and want to go to Buffalo.
No, hold up. I'm going to stop you there. Buffalo come to Miami. Everybody want, Miami to travel here. Miami, they pushing that agenda. They want us in the cold. They want us at a disadvantage. But it's crazy because it's like, that's what any quarterback. Any quarterback can't throw in those 75 miles an hour winds. Come on now. They're like, and it's beyond me that they single Tua out of 32, 64 other quarterbacks, including backups in the league. Why this one man? I'm telling you why, because they afraid of him. I'm telling you. Tua came in the league and he was slacked. He's been dogged and dragged. It's like almost crazier than a quarterback being drafted in New York. Miami and New York be the hardest teams to play for as a rookie, especially as a quarterback. Just my opinion. Just because all the media attention and everything that goes behind it. But Tua has handled it like a champ. And yet they still doubt this man. They still slight him. They still question his toughness, question his legitimacy. Come on, man. The man got the third most touchdowns in the league. Well, I don't know if that's true after Sunday. So I'm going to say his stats. Man got 18 touchdowns and 3 interceptions for 8 games. How can you, come on. That's including the one y'all say he got injured in. Or the one he did get injured in. I'm sorry, not y'all say. But the one he got injured in that y'all want to count as a loss for his record, that's including that one.
In a road game when they might move this game in Buffalo this weekend.
But what happened? What's going to happen when Miami clinch and then Buffalo got to come to Miami? Or New England got to come to Miami? Or Kansas City got to come to Miami? You know what I'm saying? Like, they just assuming we just going to settle where we at right now and just fold. But I see the hunger and the heart in these boys. Man, these boys, they don't be surprised Miami clinch number 1.
Something called a thunder snow.
Clip it.
The thunder snow, Dan. Very exciting.
I did not know what thunder snow was. The game
sounds terrifying.
It sounds
like a
awful.
Game of Thrones character.
Thunder snow.
Do you guys know what thunder snow is?
See,
Does
that's what they need to be doing their
podcast
podcast
I've
on.
never
Game
heard
of Thrones,
Dan, but it's very exciting
Spider-Man,
and horrifying at the same time, right? Like we had the
Teen
Patriots
Titans and
Buffalo
shit
game last year, where it was like 75-mile-an-hour winds in a blizzard, and the Patriots threw it like 3 times.
Yeah,
right.
It was twice, but yeah.
There's supposedly 3 to 6 feet of snow for this game.
Oh,
and I'm here for
elements.
I'm here for
Thunder snow makes me think of.
See, that's what they want. They want Miami to go up there, choke it up. But see, I see, man, we playing with a different kind of coach. The way the man scheme things up, you gotta respect it.
Arnold Schwarzenegger in Batman.
You think he ain't accounting for that?
Thunder Snow would be one of his like minions.
You think he ain't saying, okay, guys, we can clinch this thing right now? Come on, man.
army of Schwarzenegger's minions. Now, this is not your Schwarzenegger, Mr.
That's why
Freeze.
that's exactly
Thunder Snow. Attack!
why I made this channel.
But he doesn't listen to him and he gets...
Just so when they go and they start talking out the side of their neck like that, I can at least get it up off my chest, and y'all can let me know how y'all feel down in the comments. This has been another episode of the Fin Tank. I appreciate y'all. We almost bust 100 subscribers. Catch you on the next one.